All right. Okay, so we are a Progress Drivers team. First of all, I hope all of you are well in those times. It's a pleasure for us to be here in that Hult Prize edition, and we are going to start talking about Maslow's pyramid. And I would like to focus your attention in the base of that pyramid, where there are activities such as breathing, food, water, and other kind of activities that maybe are more complex to reach for our first world mind. But luckily, we're just talking about food. And we are talking about a basic need. In order to satisfy that basic need, we have to rethinking eating. Why? Because our world have transformed a basic need into a pleasure experience, and the consequences of this are clear: massive deforestation, animal exploitation, and creating a huge quantity of food waste. Let's go for the key question. Is it worth it? We can say yes, or we can say no, or we can go through it and arrive to the question, could we use food waste to create food to feed people, reducing deforestation and animal exploitation? Our answer is clear. Yes, we can. And of course, yes, we will. Welcome to Food to Feed.
Okay, so currently more than 88 million tons of food are wasted in the European Union every year, and this represents the 20% of the total food that we produce. This is the main reason why our product is composed by byproducts, and we would obtain these ingredients from small companies that, due to demand issues, they got surplus. We give to these companies the possibility to sell these byproducts to us, but at a lower price. And thanks of this, we will get our raw material at a cheaper price. So we will construct a nutritional bar. In addition, our product would also include food that would not be used, such as, for example, the orange peel that companies throw away. We will also add vitamins to our product that our main consumers could find missing, such as vitamin B12 that vegan diet lacks. About our production lines, we have to comment that our company will consist of 2 production lines. The first one will be aimed at consumers aware of the amount of product that is waste in our society and people who cares about the environment. We know that the percentage of vegan people has increased 161% in the last year, and that the 75% of vegan people are aware of environmental issues, human rights, and food. So we would consider this sector our principal consumers. Our second line will be aimed at the most vulnerable classes, such as families suffering from malnutrition. And thanks to our first line and our capacity of buying the product at a lower price, we can use economies of scale to achieve a competitive price and feed more than 10 million people who are in this situation right now.
Okay, let's take a look at tomorrow. Population is growing massively. Now it is the time to rethink the process we are following to feed all that people. That is the point we want to focus part of our method on. We can take as a proper example the service that companies as Too Good To Go can offer to us. Their main aim is to enable all type of business to make a profit of the remaining surplus, which is available at the end of the day. Such ideas indirectly generate waste in every phase of their process. Our proposal differs of leaving residue along the path. We reintroduce a huge reprocessed amount to avoid being waste before the process ends. This represents an adding value to the product, selecting the best conditions for our consumers while we do a good task on the society we live on. We will be part of the revolution. We are going to fight against the inaccessibility to some needed nutrients. In a food market as divided as it is nowadays, we are going to reduce animal consumption as well as vegetable. We aim to be the beginning of the solution because that's the way we see the improvement of the whole ecosystem. It is about food. It is about our future. It is as simple as that.
We would like to conclude that presentation with a quote of one of the biggest entrepreneurs in that modern world, who is Steve Jobs, who says, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." And maybe now you are thinking, definitely that's not the best way of finishing a presentation about food. And you are right, because we cannot resign, because we have to stay dreaming that our problem could be solved. We have to stay working, because that's just the beginning. And we have to stay committed in feeding more than 10 million people in the next years. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Food to Feed era. We are open to answer questions.
Yes, really inspiring. Now I just can ask. Thank you.
Welcome.
For the presentation, guys. Good work, Mark, Christina, Aaron. Well, because I understand the process that you are saying, that you buy from the excess and then you return the excess in the different several points in your green line that you're putting in your model. How do you? What is the process in your company, or how do you return it? How do you receive it, and then how you bring it back in order to maintain the shelf life, and to maintain the quality of a product, or even the, I don't know, that it's in right conditions.
Welcome, and thank you very much for your question. Okay, my mic is on. And 1 week, we think that that's part of the second process, but the question is okay. So 1 week ago, we meet in contact with an alimentary engineer to ask, is it viable? Could we do that idea? And the fact were, okay, if he says not, we just leave. If he says yes, we continue. We are here. We know that our proposal is viable. We will compact that that element to in order to create another product. The main difference about another companies, for example, To Go, we process the feed material. So that's, I think, our key concept of the idea. I don't know if I solved your question.
More or less, because I understand what you're saying. I don't understand how do you do that process, or what are you conceive that process should be. Probably you are working on that idea, even though the idea is pretty good. Thank you for the presentation.
Sorry, I had some problems with my mic. Aaron, Mark, Cristina, congratulations. Very, very inspiring idea. I have two questions. One, I understand that the end product will be like different nutrition bars from different waste types. Just to confirm that. And secondly, a little bit aligned with the prior person asked, is that I found that it may be costly to get the waste and difficult, and also to get the nutrition, the security for the food. My question is, how would you plan to get this waste into your company? And if you could put me just a short example of one type of waste that you will incorporate into your process. Thank you.
Welcome, and thank you very much for the question too. It's explained it more or less in the document, but we have a digital logistic platform, and in that platform, the producers and the big stores just tell us the food waste that they generate, or the food surplus that they have. And it's important to say that maybe you are thinking why they should tell you, okay, we have 2 tons of orange peel, for example, because there's incentives to do this, because they are selling to this, and now they don't get nothing about this, and just it's waste. But we can recycle this, and I want to explain you the three kinds of ways to elaborate that products that are subproducts, that are food waste, or food that gonna be food waste. Maybe it's better, but we can talk too about adding some alternative proteins. Experts say insects are the future of food. I think it's a fake quote. I don't care about insects. I care about proteins of insects. People don't want to eat insects. People want to eat the proteins of insects. If insects are the future of food, I think we are the way to get it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was absolutely inspiring. Just now we're going to move to the next team. Sorry, if you have a question, you can ask.
Okay, thanks, Anna. Just a quick one. I mean, my question is going kind of the same way as the previous ones, and it's about the logistics. I mean, in your document, you're talking that in this digital logistic platform, the suppliers weekly inform you about the food waste. But guys, here we're talking about food. Time we're talking about food with an expiry date, really close to an expiry date, food that in a couple of days it's not gonna be edible. So you're planning to take the food back to you, then process it, and then just sell it in whatever form it is. I mean, how do you plan to make it in a short period of time that allows you to sell the food in respecting the food security? We need to sell all the products, of course.
Paul, first of all, as representative of Too Good To Go, thanks for the mission that you are doing with your company. We are gonna answer your question. It's a big issue, okay? We are gonna focus all of our efforts to fight against this, or at least to solve this. We know that some food have this